Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise, and we're going to finish off season number 1 here today. We're going to get into the offseason to continue to try to rebuild this team, which is not good. 52-88. We're going to finish off this season. We'll barely probably get 60 victories on the season. We've obviously already been eliminated 36 games out of first place. The Dodgers are the best team in baseball. Obviously, your odds-on favorite to win the World Series. But as you can see, worst team record-wise in the National League. And if you look at the standings-wise, completely over the Major League Baseball, we're the third worst record team in baseball. So we're on track to get a top 3 pick, depending what's going to happen. But as you can see, we're 28th in batting average. If you look at runs, we're 26th, pretty much 27th in runs. Hits, home runs, I mean, we're pretty much sitting around there. Let's see home runs actually. 20th. For the ballpark that we have, 20 home runs, 20th sitting around there, not good. And obviously ERA, we're next to dead last. We're 29th in the league. This pitching staff is abysmal. So really, it can go only one thing up, and that's up. I mean, you can't go any worse, especially pitching. I guess we could get one worse, right? But this pitching staff is awful. Brenton Doyle's an 87 overall, is the best one. We only have 2 players over the 80s. I think they really just made a trade. What did they just trade Nolan Jones in real life? I probably won't get to that yet. And I don't know if I'm going to do it, obviously, just due to the fact that it's, our franchise. It's not, we're too far along for stuff like that to happen. So I don't think we'll make that trade. Because honestly, some of these guys aren't going to really be on the team. But let's take a look at the final stats here for our minor league guys. You got to give me some hope, something. But Greg Jones leads us in average with a 267 average. Not bad. Let's see. Adele Amador, he's going up. That's the key thing. That's good to see. Hit 240, on base at 298, slugging on 372. I at least want to see that on base over like 320, but we're not going to see it here. And I think this is only, this is AAA, so this is the full season. But Jaden Hill pitched very well. I know the 12 losses, but a 1.37 whip, 3.82 ERA, not too bad. Evan Justice looked to pitch well. Brady Blaylock, after going back down, whip a little high at 1.5. I like to see the walks down because obviously if you're walking that many guys in AAA, you come up to the big leagues, it's going to be better hitters, better batter eye. It's going to cause more mistakes. So, 1.5 whip down here could be a 1.7 whip, and you're just getting annihilated. Not what we want to see. Hopefully it's going to be a little less than that. Let's go down to AA. Seeing some better pitching stats here. Chris McMahon, not too bad. I mean, he's only 26. I know he's only a C potential, but he is going up. Stanton going down a little bit, but continue to get that walks up per 9. Good whip at a 2.32 ERA, looking good. Agnes, not too bad. Yeah, a lot better here in AA. We're seeing a little bit of progression. And that's good to see because even though you're a 64 overall and you're maybe a C potential, right now, that almost could be good enough to make our rotation or our bullpen, which we are obviously going to be priority number 1 in this offseason. It's going to have to be priority. We got to do something. We address some of it in the draft, starting pitching, couple of relievers. Like, we're going to do it more here in this offseason. And I have to say, this will be new to me this offseason. Now, I've obviously done plenty of show franchises, but I've never done this new offseason. Like I said, I've seen videos on it, but I haven't really gone through anybody's playthrough. So I'm going in this fresh. We'll see how it works. I'm sure I'll pick it up quickly, but obviously going to make some mistakes early on. But hey, that's the part of playing this game, definitely for sure. I mean, I'm glad they changed up something, gives it a little bit of freshness. That's awesome. What I saw, I kind of like. So I just can't wait to get into this offseason to try to add some pieces to this team. Now, free agent-wise, I'm not sure who's going to really want to be here, as Estrada's probably out. Yeah, he's done for the rest of the season, but it doesn't matter. Come to the final day. We did get over 60 wins, so I won't sim that final day because I think the stats get wiped out. So let's take a look at the stats for our major league guys. Tovar really slowed down. Toglia with 27 home runs. Yeah, Tovar only hit 22. I thought he was going to reach 30. But look at Chris Bryant. He is actually going up. He had a great year. 22 home runs, hit 270. Brenton Doyle did hit 20 home runs, so he got 27 stolen bases, so a 20-20 for Brenton Doyle. But man, I mean, Chris Bryant, not too bad. Owen Miller hit 341. Yankel Fernandez, only 18 at bats at 278, did have a homer. Kyle Farmer, not too bad at 273 and a 324 on base. But obviously, this team needs a lot more power. Yeah, Veen struggled. Only 11 at bats, though. So, not too much. He'll get his chance in spring, I'm guessing. But yeah, I mean, we need more power on this team. And you could say this ballpark's big enough where you could do a gap-to-gap type hitter, play for more doubles. But the way the ball travels, the way baseball is nowadays, we need more power on this team. We need pitching and we need power. That's what we need. So we're going to look for it. As the old thing, like I said, the old saying is, you build the arms, buy the bats type thing. That's what we got to do. We got to look for some guys that can just crunch the ball. Look at the WARs here. I mean, he only had a .1. That's kind of due to defense as well. But he only had one error, and I guess he just didn't have as many putouts. Nolan Jones, with a negative 1.8 WAR. Not too good. Yeah. I mean, really, we shouldn't be looking at this much longer because it's just awful. Oh, man, Chase Dollander, a 6.35, 1.61 whip, 1.7 and 14. Honestly, I left him up here probably for the rest. I should have brought him down. Really, I should have sent him back to AAA. I don't know if that's going to hurt him. I don't know. Oh, nice job there. 15 2/3, 12 Ks. Not too bad. We'll take that. I'll probably make the bullpen next year. Dominated in AAA, dominating this year in the bigs. But bullpen will need work. Rotation will need work. But like I said, it's just going to be, we're going to have to find guys that really struggled a little bit last year. I mean, no top-of-the-line pitcher, I don't care how much money you give them, is going to want to come to Colorado. I just don't see it. Who's going to want that? I mean, money speaks everything, obviously, but it's not like we have a ton of money to spend either. All right, let's take a look at some league leaders. Juan Soto, 323. He leads the NL in average. Schwarber hits 46 home runs. Leads that. He had RBI as well. Nico Horner had 51 stolen bases. Edwards with 50. Wins, Peralta 19. Yamamoto had 19 as well. Tanner Scott with 56 saves for the Dodgers. Strikeouts is going to be Ohtani leading in Ks. Imanaga had 5 complete games. Let's look at maybe WAR. Contreras, Nola with pitching WAR, and then Contreras was batting WAR at 9.2. Betts and Ohtani right behind him. All right, let's take a look at AL. Aaron Judge, Devers, Altuve. How about home runs? Brent Rooker actually with 48. So Judge with 45. You got Gunnar there with 41. Judge does lead and runs as well, slugging. I mean, he's leading pretty much every category. Max Fried, 17 is your highest in the AL. So nobody even reaches, nobody got to 20, but not even to 19 like the NL. 17 is your tops. I'm guessing Judge is probably going to lead in WAR. Garrett Cole, I just totally blanked to put him in on the injured list. I totally blanked on that one. Gunnar actually led there. So that's just a mistake. It is what it is. Not much I can really do about it. But the Yankees did make the playoffs. They won the division. Man, the Orioles fell apart. They had the lead not that long ago. You could see they lost 6 to end of the season, 1-9. They fell apart. Twins win the Central. Rangers win. Mariners get a wild card. Actually, really good season for the Athletics. Not too bad. Braves and Phillies. Mets. Man, they miss out with that payroll. Brewers, Cubs. Pirates, a pretty good season, over 500. And obviously the Dodgers, Diamondbacks. Dodgers, best team in the majors. We finish, we'll see what we finish. I'm not sure if we'll win that, but looks like we'll clinch up the 3rd worst record in baseball between the White Sox and Angels. So obviously we'll have a chance at a top pick again. But here's the bracket. We'll see. I'll sim past it. Take your guesses now. Who do you think is going to be in the World Series? And it's the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Yankees. The Yankees actually haven't lost. They swept the Mariners. They swept the Rays. And then the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Dodgers in 5. So you got Yankees, Brewers, World Series. And the Brewers have only lost once as well. Well, they lost 4 more times because the Yankees beat them. Cabrera, your MVP. Schwarber won the MVP. The actual league MVP is Kyle Schwarber. That is insane. Ohtani's going to win the Cy Young. Look at that. That's just crazy. Just nothing but Dodgers. I don't think Sasaki's going to win Rookie of the Year. The Dodgers are just ridiculous. That's why this franchise is going to be so interesting, because to keep up with the Dodgers, I mean, obviously we'll see how the CPU manages, building their teams. But at least we got a Gold Glove winner. I doubt we have anything else. But I can't believe Schwarber won MVP. Judge wins the MVP once again. Walker Buehler's going to win the Cy Young there for Boston. Wins the batting title as well. Mason Miller. There's Bazzana wins the Rookie of the Year for the Guardians, who are looking pretty good young player-wise. And obviously, just sweep through the Gold Gloves right here. But yeah, we got a Gold Glover. That's good enough, I guess. Hopefully, within a couple years, we'll have a lot more guys on this list. But that will finish off the season. And let's get to the offseason. First base and third base coach have ended. I don't think anybody's going to stay on the staff, honestly. Qualifying offers. Let's view some retired players. Anybody big? Scherzer. Keep going down the list here. Let's see. McCutchen, he retires. Oh, Verlander. Verlander will go as well. So I know they do the Hall of Fame after this. I would think Verlander and probably Scherzer. Or just Scherzer. So Justin Verlander, according to them, doesn't make the Hall of Fame. That's very interesting. All right. Well, here we go. We have the exclusive free agent negotiations first. And also our coaching staff. Now, Bud Black has a 2-year contract left. I'm guessing that's $1 million total. Well, it doesn't matter. All these coaches gone. This whole staff is definitely going. There's no reason to keep anybody at all. We're going in a new direction. New coaching staff. We're going to make sure we're plus in everything. I don't want to, unless it's like negative bunting, that's fine. But other than that, no. Cristobal Villegas. We're going to offer him a manager contract, $10 million over 3 years. Yeah, there you go. -2 drag bunting. Whatever. Miguel Julio, but he's 1 plate discipline. That's pretty good. Cisneros, he's plus in everything. Velocity, home runs per 9, hits per 9, walks per 9. We'll offer him a 3-year deal. And Moreno will offer a deal as well. Fielding, durability, speeding, and 2 stealing. So let's do third base coach. Ruiz as well. 1 blocking, 1 speed, 1 stealing, 2 fielding. Really is the best that I've found around here. And we'll try. We'll offer him contracts. Let's see if they accept or not. We could see the exclusive negotiation free agent period. And honestly, maybe Kyle Farmer is the only guy I could possibly think about. But other than that, I'm not really bringing back. I mean, not at the moment. Farmer's starting to go down. I mean, he's 35 years old. He did hit 273 this year with a 324 on base. But you know what? Let's just let him hit free agency. If we have to bring him back, we'll bring him back. But for right now, not really doing anything there. Let's sim through. Julio has accepted our hitting coach offer for 3 years. Ruiz accepts the third base coach offer. Cisneros is going to take the Marlins as the pitching coach. We'll have to look for another pitching coach. Moreno's going to the Pirates as a first base coach. So let's do Dominic Townsend, 1 K per 9, 2 Stanimo, 1 walk per 9, 1 home per 9. And let's look at... There's that Flutie. They love the Flutie. Ollie Flutie, 1 stealing, 1 speed, 2 arm accuracy, 1 fielding. We'll offer him a contract. And Flutie will accept. Same thing with Townsend. He'll accept as well. We're just waiting on a manager. All right. Last day to offer those contracts up. That's fine with me. Let's sim by it. And here we go. Salary arbitration, tender contracts, and free agency. So tender contracts, obviously, we'll go through that. We're not even going to show that. I'll just offer up. I'm not going to offer any really big deals. We're just going to, get that 1 year back on. We'll take the team control. Free agency, you can see some big names there. But yeah, tender contracts. There's no reason to really go through this at all. That is done, and that is over. As for arbitration, you have obviously arbitration after 3 to 6 years. The whole explanation there if you're looking for what really arbitration is. We're just going to offer them what they think fair value is. If they accept it, they accept it. If not, because we can make them an offer, it goes to an arbiter who says, hey, you're worth this. The team says, you think you're worth it. It's going to go to that guy, and then he decides. That's really all it is. You get, 3 arbitration years. So Brent Doyle is up first. He's the best player on this team, bar none. 20 home runs, 27 stolen bases this year. I'd actually like to make him an offer. So, I mean, a 3-year deal, I don't know if he's going to accept that. But if he doesn't, we offer him arbitration. No big deal. Nolan Jones, who just got traded in real life, 236, 307 on base, 370 slugging. I guess we'll just offer him arbitration at $800,000. I'm not going to offer him a deal. A lot of these guys I'm fine just kind of let walk. Sam Hilliard going up a little bit. He's 32. Very good fielder. 229, 290 on base. He's just there pretty much for fielding purposes. Let's just offer him like a 1-year deal. You know what? Never mind. Let's offer him arbitration. Anybody else on this list? Maybe Jake Bird. Maybe Owen Miller, who was the best average technically on the team. I mean, it's only 48 at bats, but 313, 340 on base. I think it's the same. I think it's just fine letting him walk. But we can offer arbitration to him. If he comes back, he comes back. Let's just offer him maybe a 1-year deal. You can avoid arbitration by accepting on a deal. That is the thing. And I think he'll obviously, I think, accept that deal. 1 year, $2 million. I would think he would accept that offer. Estrada maybe. Ryan Feltner. 4.19 ERA. He went 7-14. I don't care about the record-wise because we're just absolutely awful. He's only 29. We could bring back Feltner. Offer him arbitration. I mean, 71 right now is almost like tops of our rotation. Dude, you're not getting that much money. You're crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, I guess if we do a 1-year deal of like $4 million, that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's not going to break the bank or anything. I know they have definitely made these contracts more realistic, which is definitely awesome. So I can't wait to see what some of these contracts are going to be. I know Vlad Jr. is a free agent. Now, in real life, he wants insane amounts of money. We'll see if they get close to that. Now, obviously, they're going to also base it off your overall ratings and things of that nature. So I'm not sure. We'll see. But as you can see right now, we are second in speed, 30th overall. We're like the worst team in baseball. Rotation is just absolutely abysmal. I mean, Feltner is our ace at the moment. We don't really have a catcher because I don't think Drew Romo is going to start. Don't really have a third baseman. Doyle is going to be obviously our center field. As for, like, is Zach Veen going to start? I mean, they have Carter Field as our number 1 guy right now in 2026. We just drafted him. He is not coming up to the big leagues that soon. Man. Tovar at short. Estrada's probably not going to be back. I mean, Chris Bryant will probably play first or DH. Tolley will probably DH. Bryant will play first. Yeah, as for outfield, I have no idea. And our bullpen, not good. So this team, might be one of the hardest rebuilds for sure. It's going to be tough, especially since I'm not going to just go out here in free agency and try to sign crazy guys. Now, here we go. Select 3 positions. Priority slots get boosted. Obviously, starter. Let's do third base. And I think we got to do outfield. Maybe right field. So we have available right now $71.63 million to spend. Let's do right field. Let's do power. Like I said, power for sure. So we select the 2 needs. Players in the priority slots match that will get boosted. So power pitching. We need strikeouts. You know, this isn't the ballpark where you want to put the ball in play. We got to get guys that can K people. We were next to last in strikeouts. And then let's do power. Knock the ball out of the park. This is what that park's built for. So let's do that. Let's take a look. So top free agent is Kyle Tucker. Vlad, Zach Gallen, Ryan Helsley, Dylan Cease. Right now I don't see any rumor talking to, so I don't know if like teams as you get later on will pop into that. There's top 100 free agents. Yeah, let's look at starting pitching. Zach Eflin, Dustin May, Suarez, Walker Buehler, asking for 4 years, about $24 million a year. Aaron Savali, 4 years, about 16 million a year. John Means at just a 1-year deal. Something like that could work with John Means. It's crazy that John Means would be like the best pitcher on our team. Bullpen wise, we'll look at that a little bit later here in a second. Third base, Eugenio Suarez. He's actually a really good power hitter. But obviously getting up there in age. Man, whatever happened to Yoan Moncada, I thought he was going to be the next great thing and just did not happen. Did not happen for him. That White Sox team had so much talent. It just didn't really work out. Torres is there. There's Vlad Jr. We're not going to go after him. I mean, he's not going to sign to Colorado. Luis Arraez is interesting. He is obviously not a power hitter, but he is a very good hitter. But he only had 291 this year. I'm actually surprised at that. Josh Bell, on the other hand, I know 104 bats, only 5 home runs, but this dude is a monster. This could work. Josh Bell could be one of those signings. Bo Bichette. Yeah. Schwarber. The MVP of the league, Kyle Schwarber. That is right. This would be a target. Probably would go back to Philadelphia, but he could put up a fight. So that's might be one of those guys I'm willing to kind of put up a fight because Kyle Schwarber would be perfect for us. Mullins, Bader, Jake Marisnick. I don't think we're going to get Kyle Tucker. And this is what I think makes this a little bit more interesting. You got to be a little bit more realistic of who can actually go after. Let's look at Dustin May for a second because he had an awful season. Awful. 7.88 ERA, had a 1.99 whip in 37 and 2/3 innings. Awful. He walked 25 guys. He allowed 8 home runs in 37 and 2/3. That is perfect for us. Come on down. We will turn your career around. Come down to Colorado. Get some revenge on this Dodgers team. So, this is kind of like scouting. Can't offer a contract yet because we have to see where he's at. But we go down. He gets a priority slot plus 7%. Now, his motivation is decreased because our team quality are long shots. He obviously wants a contender. No position block. So that motivation is increased. So maybe they just really have canceled out each other. He wants a 4-year, about $24.7 million per year. But we'll have to see, what I think it's going to be the same thing as scouting. You got to get to like 50% or when you're signing draft picks, like a 50%. And before that, you can't offer him a deal. I'm sure that's what it's going to be. Yeah, Luis Arraez, he had a little bit of a down year. Could work. But Josh Bell, I think, is our answer. I know he only had 5 and only the year before 19, but this dude does have pop. He definitely does. We need something with power. Suarez could be it. I say we try Schwarber. What the heck, man? Let's see. Yeah, best average. I mean, he had 368 on base. He had an 890 OPS. I mean, he's your MVP, Kyle Schwarber. So would he sign with us? I don't know if he would, but if we offer him enough money, we'll see. So you get the plus 5% per week motivation boost. So let's go down. He just wants a 2-year deal. Actually, he's fine with the quality, and then there's no block, so we're good on that sense. Little motivation boost, solid. So I guess we got to sim through a week before we can offer anything. So yeah, let's sim through a week. And let's see where they're at. All right, so 14% motivation to sign, but Schwarber has a 63%. No rumors yet for May. We're going to keep him, though. We'll let that continue to roll up. But Schwarber, you got, of course, the Dodgers. Why not? The Dodgers sign everybody. Dodgers, Phillies, the Rays were in there. All right, let's get into this deal. 2 years. He wanted a 2-year deal. We're still, we can spend over $70 million. You can see the percentage going up. I'm willing to offer, I would do $10 million close. Let's do maybe right around $9 million, very close a year. That puts it at 71%. Let's offer that deal. And we get a motivation boost. That's cool. We can add one more here, priority. Probably should have added the first week. I just wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go. But let's look at more pitchers. We got Jordan Romano. That would help out our relievers. Let's add him to the board. We're good there. All right. 3% boost per week. Maybe Schwarber makes a decision here. We'll see. Let's lock in those changes. Let's sim another week, shall we? Devin Williams goes to the Yankees. 2 years, $27.1 million deal for the now defending champs. Zach Gallen going back to the D-backs. 8 years, $291 million. So we'll still have to deal with Zach Gallen in the division. Vlad Guerrero Jr., yeah, that's not even close to what he's going to sign, but he goes to the Seattle Mariners. 7 years, $181. Oh, we got a contract decision incoming. Is this Schwarber? And he goes back to Philadelphia. You know, I don't... Oh, they gave him a 4-year deal, so he only wanted 2. So they offered him 2 more years, more money. Dylan Cease is going to the Mets. Gee, it's like the Mets or the Dodgers, one or the other. So the Mets get Dylan Cease. I guess they've said, hey, let's spend more money. And you know what? Let's just try for Kyle Tucker. Nobody's even on his list yet, which is surprising. He's going to give you that power. Yeah, like rumor talking to nobody. He is the number 1 technical free agent. Let's just see. I know I said I wouldn't go after big-time guys, but if nobody's offering you a deal, I got to see, right? Oh, what was Romano? I got to go back up. I didn't even see 35%, so we'll have to wait on that. Man, it's tough if you're a low percentage. You're really banking to get on those guys. Valdez, 1 year, $33 million deal. Ryan Helsley to the Cubs, 4 years, $58.5 million. And Michael King, a rival opportunity. They're going after him. You know what? I have no interest. I'm fine. Go ahead. But that's cool. He's up to 39-28. Man, we're going to have to play the long game on these guys. Jeez. Unless something happens. That is the thing. I mean, do you take these guys off because their motivation to sign is very low, or do you just continue to sim through and you realize that your free agent period won't be the greatest? You really do have to prioritize here. Strom just signed. I saw that. 34, 43, 36. We're close to Romano. Let that roll. That'll be another 2 weeks probably unless something happens. But as you can see, Tucker now Philadelphia, the Giants. And with Dustin May, you got the Rangers and Cubs are interested. Nobody's still Romano, so we're good there. And honestly, even if we get the lower end pitchers that are in the mid-70s, that's better than we got. Okay, here you go. Kyle Tucker, now or never. You got Phillies, Giants. You have a mystery team. Let's offer, I guess, a contract. He wants 7 years, about $33.4 million per year. This would be a big signing, but right now at the percentage, I don't think it's going to happen. We'll have to really up the money. You can see even if we're like really going crazy. And yeah, he wants those years. I don't know if I could offer a 9-year deal. I guess try it, see what happens. I don't think it's going to happen. This was kind of a long shot too. Let's send that contract. Let's see what Kyle Tucker does. Contract decision inbound, and he's going to Minnesota. 8 years, pretty much $35 million a year. There you go. So he's off the list. That adds a spot. Let's go John Means. 7-6. Solid year. Everything seems good to go there. 1 more week for Romano. Dustin May is still close. Texas and the Cubs involved. Zach Eflin is going to the Giants. 6 years, $152. A lot of in-division signings going on here. Winter meetings will start today. And here's your draft lottery. Okay, so we're number 3. Got a 16.5% chance. And we dropped to 4. And look at the Guardians. They went from 14 to 2. Wow. But once again, we will have the number 4 overall pick in the draft. White Sox won, but man, the Guardians jumping up. And now we can actually offer Romano and Means, who's at 54% to start, so that's really cool. Let's offer Romano a deal. He just wants 1 year, $4.9 million. I'm fine upping it. I don't think we're going to sign too many other guys right now. So, and really, like a little over $3 million a year, that's nothing. Offer that contract. Let's go to Means. He wants 1 year, $15 million. I'm fine with 2 at maybe 16 per year. We'll up it by $1 million. That's all for that contract. Dustin May is still around. Orioles look like they're in there. Let's see. Contract decision, and Jordan Romano has signed. All right, well, our bullpen gets a little bit better. And honestly, as I'm going through this, I didn't even think about trades. I should have thought about trading guys. That's terrible on my end. But Rule 5 draft, we're going to take Dylan Coleman. Another bullpen. I mean, I think this is almost what the Rule 5 draft is for, just to select bullpen players. Anybody else going here? Max Muncy went. But, yeah, we'll take him. Adds to the bullpen. We didn't really lose anybody. We're good to go there as we continue to sim through. And John Means has a contract decision, and he says next time. But he didn't accept anybody else. He's still open to signing, just doesn't like the deal. All right, here we go. Dustin May. This is the big one. We're just upping this. 4 years. I know this is a crazy contract to a guy that just had an awful year. But I think he'll be I think that's just a really, really bad year. Let's go back to Means. Let's do 2 years, maybe 17.5. That's up to a 70% motivation. We can add another guy, maybe Max Kepler. He can give you some power, outfield. He hit 14 last year. Let's just see. Let's see if he has like really any interest in signing. It's not that bad. 2 years, 8.5 a year. Let's just look at Max Kepler possibly. Means contract decision. Man, not yet. Still too far apart, he says. I don't know if he wants that second year, maybe. All right, we got another contract decision incoming, and maybe next time, but he didn't sign anywhere else. As Michael King, the Dodgers. It said but I think it was the Dodgers. Max Kepler. Okay, now or never. Just pops up. 2 years. 10.6. It's a 54% possible. Kepler. Dodgers. You can't make this stuff up. Max Kepler goes to the Dodgers. That's great. All right, let's up this contract to May. Obviously, he wasn't a fan of it. 80%. I mean, 4 years, $30 million per year. 80% motivation to sign. Means we've tried twice. I'm still sticking to the 2 years. I guess you just got to wait on some of these guys, too, because we're offering kind of the same contracts. Let's go back to Josh Bell. That's opened up. Nobody really wants him. I'm fine. Let's see. Yeah, we're good there. Just wants a 1 year, $3.5 million deal. That does bring power. Like, he has a power bat. Here we go. Contract decision. Looks like we got a signing, maybe? Oh, there you go. Dustin May is signed. We have found our ace. He is staying in the NL West. He is signing with this Rockies organization. Hopefully, it can't get any worse than that, just like our team. And now Means has another decision. And welcome to the Rockies, John Means. The pitching staff has just gotten a little bit better. We'll absolutely take it. Means, May. Already this staff is 1,000 times better. Oh, Mike Soroka is interested. Honestly, 2 years, 9.41. Do we offer him a contract? Do we just add him to the board? But I like this. I like how agents call out to you just to see. I mean, our rotation could add another one. It's not like we have anybody better that can fill in. Let's add him. He has us. They both, and Josh Bell has a 79% motivation to sign as well. Bell, do we just stick with the 1 year? Maybe go up a little bit. Right now we're at $19 million we can spend. So let's try to add Bell. Yeah, that's not that bad. 2 years. Let's just stick with it. 9.4. Conforto. So that's another one. Yeah, we're still looking for that outfield. Let's go Michael Conforto. Here we go. Now or never. Got to offer him a contract. He just wants the 2 years. Let's go up to $9.38 million a year. And he signs with the Dodgers. Oh, man. Well, if anybody wants to know how realistic this game is, just show them this. Hey, Josh Bell signs because everybody signs with the freaking Dodgers. Unbelievable. I cannot believe that. But Josh Bell signs. I think we'll get Soroka too. He's at 90%. He probably will sign that. We added Rob Refsnyder and Andrew Heaney as well to this board just to get something. Yeah, it's 89%. I would think he's going to sign, right? So we'll simp through Refsnyder, Heaney, see what happens. And he signs. There you go. So we add 3 starting pitchers, maybe a 4th with Heaney. Refsnyder gives us kind of like a utility guy. 61%. Yeah, I mean, he can just play the outfield, but that's what we kind of need. Maybe, I know he's going to, well, I guess we'll offer a 2-year deal. Actually, our budget after is going to be in the negative. So I wonder if that's just going to take them off. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I wonder if it's going to take these guys out. So Refsnyder. Oh, Kansas City. Okay, it was Kansas City. I thought it was the Dodgers at first. I thought it was the Dodgers. I saw the blue. I'm like, thought it was going to be the Dodgers. Yeah, Heaney, I think it just took off. So maybe if it's like seeing you're in the negative because Heaney wanted a little bit more, it just took him off our board. Okay, let's do Sean Armstrong. Let's do Trevor Richards trying to up this bullpen a little bit. I think with those 2 guys, yeah, that should be, we should have enough money. All right, Sean Armstrong, let's do 1 year at about $4.29 million. And he goes to the Braves. So he will be lost out. So let's add James McCann. We really need a catcher. So just offer him a 1-year deal. He does have some power. He just signs the contract. And then let's look at Chad Green as well. Bullpen. Just getting any bullpen arms. Richards is maxed out at 88%. We should have enough money now. Let's offer him a 3.3-year $1 million deal. Chad Green will sign. So that helps our bullpen out. Oh, that's it. I think Armstrong signed it too. I'm not quite sure. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything there. I don't know if he signed. Did he sign? That's strange. But let's take a look at this rotation. We'll see if he's in there. May, Mean, Soroka, Feltner, and Dollander. The rotation's 1,000% better with May, Means, and Soroka in there. But yeah, Chad Green, Palmquist, Blaylock. We'll see if they make the team. No, I don't think he signed. That was interesting. It just kind of took him away. Interesting. I don't have anything set to like CPU, anything. Lineup, Doyle, Jones, Tovar. We add in Bell, Tolia, Chris Bryant, Beck, Owen Miller, Hunter Goodman. But Zach Fiend, Adele Amador. Yeah, like Austin Hendrick. I didn't select him in the Rule 5 draft. That's interesting too. I'll have to take a look at that. Drew Romo and Fernandez, Yanquiel Fernandez have a chance to make this team. So we got some guys in spring training that can make this team for sure. We'll see if they can put up some stuff because honestly, I'm open to anything. So yeah, I'm really open to anything. But that is the first off season here in Colorado. At least we get Dustin May. I know he's coming off an abysmal season, but hopefully he can turn things around. Let's hope we can win more than 62 games this year. Let's see if we can get near 70, see some progression with our minor league guys, and hopefully it is a much better year. But that is going to do it for our first off season. Continue to try to build this Rockies team into a world champion. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Just continue to do that. And you guys are awesome. I will see you in the next one with opening day. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.